the Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Let's go now.
Here's second and a yard. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Ready, play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. From the 35 on second down, Tua. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get this up to about the 44. The Saints 6-7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his
throw's going to be incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Escaping the pressure right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
26.
Snap comes at 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, Elliott puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? Olave's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to Elliott off tackle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Saints take over first and 10 on their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. 'Cause 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 '
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. 20, 10, for touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Olave holds it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Ridgecrest.
That's correct. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to pass. Tua. This one taken in by Otten. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Yellow, blue.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Finding Otten once more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Elliott, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Trying the left side with Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out